All right, welcome back, class. Hopefully y'all enjoyed NASCAR iRacing from Texas. I think it's Texas. Today is probably my favorite section of maybe all pre-algebra, algebra, geometry. It's up there at least. So 9, 5, we got the easy section last time with elimination. So I'm just call this with elimination. Sorry, awkward pause there. Awkward pause. So last time you noticed everything, it was lined up basically for you to just be like, oh, add, oh, subtract. Now you gotta do a little bit of thinking, but not too much, so let's get right into it. 4x minus 5y equals 23. Also, I apologize for the audio. It's getting better, but it's still not good. But I know that, so don't think that I don't know that, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, so if you look at these two, you see you cannot right now directly combine these to cancel anything. Remember, it's easiest to do adding. I prefer to add, so I'm going to try to basically do everything with addition if possible. So, if this one and this one, if I wanted to cancel the y, we're going to do it the smart way. We want to try to just multiply one equation. So, if I could make this one turn into a negative 10y, then I could add them and they would eliminate. So, I'm going to multiply this whole equation by 2. So, if I put the new equation down below here, I will have 8x minus 10y equals 46. So now if I look at these two equations, right, I'll rewrite them. You don't necessarily have to rewrite them though. I can add them and they will cancel out, which is what I want. Right? So if I add these two equations, purple pen dying, Shazam, disappear. 3x plus 8x is 11x. 31 plus 46, ooh, we gotta test my mental math skills. 77, divide by 11. X equals 7, and then you're going to plug that into either the top or the bottom equation. Let's do the top because it's got adding, and I'd much rather add. So 3 times x, but x is now 7, plus 10y is 31. So that's 21 plus 10y equals 31. Subtract 21, 10y equals 10, divide by 10, y equals 1. Always write your answer as a coordinate with parentheses. With parentheses, boys and girls. And that is your answer. Boom, done. If you want to check to see if your answer is right, because you guys are always speedsters and have plenty of times when you take your test, plug your answers back in to both equations and see, do they equal the left equal the right. So 4 times 7 is 28 minus 5 times x is 1, so 28 minus 5, that does equal 23. Cool, checks out there. Gotta check out the other one though. 3 times 7 is 21 plus 10 times 1, 10, so 21 plus 10 is 31. Works for the other one. It works for both, that means your answer is right. If your answer works for one of them but not both of them, you're wrong. If your answer works for none of them, you're also wrong. So don't be wrong. Being wrong is bad. Ooh. This next one is the one I didn't know we actually had to do. So, but that saves me time. I don't have to do another example. This one, 3a plus 4b equals 2, and then 5a plus 9b equals 1. Those are my two equations. Now if you notice here, I cannot multiply one of these equations and have it match up with the other one. Like if I multiply this by 2, I'll get 6. I can't get 5. I have 4, I can't multiply that to get 9 without getting weird fractions. So I'm going to have to choose both equations to cancel out one thing. So I'm going to do the opposite of what the book does. So the book cancels out A first, so I'm going to cancel B first. You can cancel out whatever one you want. Some ways are easier than others, but you get the option. So I said I'm going to cancel what? I'm going to cancel B. So if I want to cancel B, I have 4 and 9. So 4 and 9, you need to find a common factor. I believe 36 is the smallest for these two. You can see here you can get 15 to cancel out, but I'm going to cancel B just so that you can look at the book the other way. So if I need 36, I'm going to make this one give me 36, and I'm going to make the bottom one, if I need to have 36, I'm going to multiply it by -4 so that I have one positive, one negative 36, so they cancel by adding. You could keep them the same and subtract the equations, but adding is easier. So this top one is going to be 27a plus 36b equals 18. And this one, look at this like flow chart, guys, is going to be -20a minus 36b equals -4. Cool. I'm going to add them so that these cancel. 27a minus 20a is 7a equals 18 minus 4 is 14. Divided by 7, a is 2. That was nice of them. And then you can plug it in, either the top one or the bottom one. It doesn't matter. The top one looks fine though. So 3 times a, so 3 times 2 plus 4b equals 2. That's 6 plus 4b equals 2. Subtract 6. 4b equals -4. Divide by 4b equals -1. Remember, put your answer in parentheses in alphabetical order. So that's going to be 2, -1. That is your answer. And again, you can plug them back in. Let's see. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 4 times -1. So 6 minus 4 is 2. Checks out. 5 times 2 is 10, plus 9 times -1. 10 plus -9 is 1. That works. Your answer is correct. And again, if you wanted to, you could have canceled the A's first instead. So you would have got B, and then you would have plugged in to solve for A. Man, too much talking and thinking in my head. Alright, and the last example, because it appears I don't need to actually do another one, is this. It's just ugly at the beginning. Plus y equals 7. And then equation 2x plus, jeez. Not cool at all. Alright, they give us these two equations. So, we're going to get rid of fractions first from both of these things, because that's just disgusting to look at. Disgusting. So if I want to get rid of fractions, I need to multiply this one by 3. So I will have 5x plus 3y equals 21. And this one will have to get multiplied by 4. So I'm going to have 4x plus y is 7 times 4 is 28. 28 divided by 2 is 14. Alright. I cannot cancel them right away. However, if I multiply this one by a -3, I could cancel. So I don't need to multiply both equations this time. Even though I already had to do both of them there to get rid of the dang fractions. Dang fractions. So, we're going to multiply this one by, we said negative 3. So we will have negative 12x minus 3y equals, what's 14 times 3? I want to say it's 42. Equals negative 42. And I'm going to recopy that above equation right here just to make it a little easier. And if we do this, you get cancel for adding the equations. Negative 12x plus 5x as negative 7x. Negative 42 plus 21 is negative 21. Divide by negative 7, x equals 3. Very nice. I don't want to plug it. Normally I'd plug it back into the original, but I don't want to deal with fractions. So I'm going to plug it into this top one. 5x, so 5 times 3 plus 3y equals 21. That is 15 plus 3y equals 21. Subtract 15, so 3y equals 6. Divide by 3, y is 2. So your answer is 3, 2. Shazam. Again, if you plugged it back into the original or into this one, it would work. Just be careful that you don't mess up your equations going from here to the simplified form. Is there any other tips that I want to give you? The one tip that I will give you, do I see any in here that are like this? You notice that you have the variables on the same side here. I don't have this in y equals mx plus b form. So you will want to make sure that they are on the same side and that you are simplified with your terms. So, for example, here, I'm not going to solve this one, but I'm going to just start it. This is number 10 in your book, if you have this book, which you probably don't unless you're in my class. But again, if you're the only ones watching these videos, it's if you're in my class, so you of course have this book. Alright, these are your two equations. Notice how this has x and y on the same side, this one does not. I would rewrite this by moving x over to be negative x plus y equals 2. And I would leave that one as 2x plus y equals 1. You want the variables lined up normally on the same side to just keep things neat. So, that's it. I'll see y'all tomorrow.